right, good morning. This is Coach Big Pete of DeepDishFootball.com and Deep Dish Football America. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is CoachBigPeteFP@gmail.com if you have any questions. Just a quick reminder, Deep Dish Football Live, 8 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday. Start today. Talk a little bit more about the game. Deep Dish Football Game of the Week between Lake Park versus Batavia. So, this is the roster and schedule so far for the Batavia Bulldogs. No surprise, they are stacked with talented football players, as always. When you have a football factory like Batavia and you have a community with strong support, strong ties, and just a very supportive system for the kids, you're going to create some great football players, no doubt about it. So, for Batavia and their schedule so far, not that much of a surprise. They lost to East St. Louis. Um, I don't think that's any of a surprise. I consider East St. Louis the top team in the state of Illinois, and they're only 5A, but I consider them the number one team in the state of Illinois, no doubt about it. All right. Naperville North, they get the win. Lake Park is the deep dish football game of the week. Glenbard North, not that not that big of a game. That's my consideration. Wheaton Warrenville, Geneva, St. Charles East, St. Charles North, and Wheaton North, who was sort of a surprise team now, 2-0. Again, personally, I think Batavia can go 8-1. That's just my personal belief for the season. And we get into the playoffs, and we look at some of the teams that they're facing. I'm going to say this. I'm going to jinx myself, knock on wood. But personally, I don't see a team matching up with Batavia in the playoffs. That's just my personal feeling. The teams that we've talked about in that class, there's glaring weaknesses that are Batavia's strengths, and they're going against them, which is a very. I don't see a team. I just don't see a team challenging Batavia right now. And this is week 3. I really don't see it. I think Batavia should be number one. I think there's again glaring weaknesses in Mount Carmel's game. I think there's glaring weaknesses in Nazareth game as well. I think Batavia is built up at the right spots. I think this Batavia roster is a much better roster than it was last year. And I know it sounds stupid. They're probably one of my stupid comments of the year, but I really believe that. And I think there's a lot more growth in this Batavia team than there was last year. And I think this Batavia team can go all the way this year. That's just my personal feelings. Simple as that. All right, let's go to the roster of Batavia again. A lot of D1 players, no doubt about that. Drew Utzwig. See, I didn't say the L. See, I didn't mess that last name up. Trey and Quentin Erweiler, two big guys for the offense as well. And there's a defense. Mojo Warts, Brandon Vines, defensive back. Artavian Taylor. Sam Barris is a huge safety for them. He's their leading tackler after 2 weeks. Jackson Williams is another guy. Riley Corkin, linebacker as well. Who's the big kid? Alexander Richards, he's another tackle that I talk about. Kyle Arini, their quarterback. Jackson Haringa is another kid to keep an eye out for as well. 6'7". They literally have a massive offensive line. They got a line of big boys that basically is going to knock you on your ass. Simple as that. And Batavia looks really good. My personal feeling again, they're doing a good job with the running attack. They just have to establish the pass. I think that's going to be important. I think that's one of the things that they got to work on in the coming weeks going into the playoffs. That's going to be huge. Is their passing attack? That's definitely something that they definitely need to work on. But again, this team's a special team. That's just my personal feeling. I'll probably be proved wrong, but I really do think that this Batavia team is very special. And I think Coach Perron and that whole coaching staff, They're gonna work their wonders this season, and I really think that this is Batavia's year. So that being said, make sure you follow Coach Big P and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Again, if you have any questions, my email is coachbigpfp@gmail.com. Can't wait to see everyone. Batavia versus Lake Park, Deep Dish Football Game of the Week for Week 3, um, season 2019. And again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip donation. Not to me, not this month. September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. I will put down the link to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. As September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, please feel free to leave a donation. It goes to a worthy cause and a good fight against cancer, uh, especially with the bills that have to be paid for cancer. No bills reach those parents and families in need. Be sure to check it out, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Thank you so much and have a lovely day.